need to do a staff audit, because you can't let the ship go down. You've got to look at whether you need to let some staff go, possibly. You're seeing it all the time. You're seeing it all the time where people are losing their jobs, and it is unfortunate that this is happening. But you've also got to look at your business, and you can't lose the business because you don't want to let everybody go. You've got to be practical. You've got to look at who is performing really well and who you need to keep and who you need to give notice to. And I'm being upfront here, because if you've got this system here, it can save you thousands upon thousands of pounds. You imagine if you're saving 40,000 a year. I don't know how big your organization is, so I'm just going on that basis. So depending on whether you're a small company, medium or large, it's going to be even more. That's why we need to do, or you need to do, a staff audit, an AI audit, and look at the staff members that you've got and see whether the job can be done by AI. Because we have to look at that. Look, the big companies are using AI. They're not looking at hiring new people. They're looking at what AI can do, and they're re-shifting people from the roles that they're currently in. So, I'm being real here. I'll give you one example. The Salesforce. Everybody knows, well, majority of people know Salesforce because they're a big sales engine, aren't they? They're one of the second largest in the world, Salesforce. And even the director of Salesforce is not taking on more staff, for example. He is using AI agents, for example, and it's increased the work by 30%. That's quite a big percentage that the business has been able to grow by 30% in a quicker time than what it normally would do. Because when you've got to hire someone, you've got to train them, then that's going to take months and months, and it could take 6 months before they're even at full level, for example. Whereas with AI, they are there from day one, and they're actually fast. They do the work of, I would say, probably 3 or 4 people, in one go, because they're super fast. So, I just want you to be realistic and to look at how you can make a savings each month so that you can save 10 to 15% in your business. Take it from me. I used to have lots of contractors. I used to have lots of VAs working in my business, for example. I've had, like, I'm talking about in office, not the ones delivering care, for example. I'm on about in the office. I've had like 40 staff members, for example, and I didn't need to. I should have used AI a long time ago, because it's not like it's new. It's just come new to us now. But people have been using AI and they've been, practicing with it, and now they know that it's working and they've got it as it should be, or as much as it should be. For example, they know that it is now ready to show the world, for example. But people have been using AI from, last year or 2 years ago, for example. So it's new to us because we're hearing about it more, for example. So that's the reason why I'm talking to you so much about this, because I want you to be prepared. for when April comes, if you're in the UK, because of the inflation, because of the pay rates have increased, and also because of the national insurance in the UK has increased, amongst other things have increased. So I'm here to say to you to look at this option. Same in America. Things have gone up. Things have gone up in America. I saw it when I was over in June last year, for example. When I went to the supermarket, I was like, whoa, that's kind of expensive. Things have really gone up. So I just want businesses to be prepared for when they get hit by a challenge or a crisis, for example, that it doesn't affect you, that you've got that savings and you've got it in your bank, and you've got that savings account in your bank, because that's really the best place to have it, in your bank, so that you know that you can access it when you need to, for example. Okay, so bear in mind that this is new, what I'm saying to you, and I'm not saying that you're to do this and implement it, but I want you to be aware of it and how it works and how it will benefit your organization, and what a savings you could get, 30-40% savings in your business by using AI. Come on, it's a game changer for all of us. And I want you to be able to think of that. And that's why I'm also doing the AI boot camp, which is a 5-day boot camp, and it is from 9 till 5 p.m., for example. But it's going to be on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, for example. So really, I'm trying to do it so 2 days is in the week, 2 days is at the weekend, and 3 is during the week, to try and so it's not taking away too much of your time. But if you are the owner, the director, then you should be there. You need to be there so you know how it works. And you can be there so that you can actually start working on your AI audit, your staff audit. What is it that you can save in your business? It's not just staff audit, it's lots of other things, that you're possibly paying for, software that you're paying for, that AI can do it at a fraction of the price, for example. And that's why, we are, as a company, we are specializing in AI automation systems for organizations, because we know that this is a massive savings for you as well. But it's good for you to understand what's involved as well. So going back into that is, the fulfillment. You've got to also look at integrating with your scheduling software or your database. So if you've got a database of clients, for example, that goes in there, your database of staff members, that goes in there, and then everything works together. It's just so streamless, for example. Yeah. So then what we do is we test the chatbot, for example. So we use the built-in simulator to test your responses. So examples is, you could say, I want to book an appointment, and confirm the response. So that's where you book the client, and the staff member responds and says, yes, I can do it, that type of thing. Okay, so the next thing that you need to think about is integration and optimization. Okay, so you integrate Twilio with Dialogflow for seamless experience. So integration steps is what's involved is that you enable Twilio in Dialogflow, and in the Dialogflow console you go to integrations, enable Twilio, SMS and link your Trello account. Then you create the workflow. Okay, so an example of the workflow is client is sent a SMS, okay, to the Trello number, for example, and the dialogue flow chatbot responds and gathers the data. So Trello sends a confirmation message or forwards the request to the staff. Okay, it's about cutting out all of this repetitiveness. Optimize your responses, regularly updates the responses based on the feedback, and you use analytics to identify areas for improvement. So what I'm going to put the link here anyway so that you can check them out for yourself. What I'd love for you to do is for you to just, let's have a chat, book a free 15-minute online meeting so I can go through it with you and show you in online, for example, the Trello and the dialogue flow, for example, and how it can really enhance your communication within your organization. It is a time and cost saving tools, and we can offer that to you as well. So I invite you to join our AI bootcamp if you're able to join our AI automation bootcamp, the first of its ever kind, and this is for healthcare businesses as well. If you are wanting to know about it and you're not even from healthcare, then you can join the bootcamp. You just apply it to what you're doing as well, for example. But because I specialize in healthcare, I know what's involved and I know what people need, for example, and I can see and evaluate what the need is. And also the client tells me what the problem is, so then I can then help them with the solution, AI solution, that it will be of benefit for them. So it's automated. So the link is here in the chat. And like I said, you get a bonus guide as well. Okay. And what I want to ask is that you click the link to secure your appointment, for example, and I will do an online demonstration with you. But I also will talk to you about what is involved in our AI Healthcare Business Bootcamp. That will be on day 4, and I'll go through that with you. The links will be here in the chat. I'm going to put that in the chat now. For example, I'm just going to put that here so that you've got that. And I'm also going to put it in the description as well. And I just want to talk to you about some additional tips for success. Okay. I would love for you to share what your communication challenges are in the chat. And also, I would like to be able to demonstrate this clearly with you by you booking a free 15-minute appointment with me. It probably end up being 30 minutes.